It's full of stars.
Let's go back and take a look at the day Blizzard announced that it was going to realign itself with the future of Activision, the future of mobile.
Current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
And pay attention to this.
Yes, it's also on the Switch, you're right.
And first, the PC gamers were not happy. The much anticipated game was explicitly not going to be made for their platform. The next big folly was the impending layoffs, more so that it had leaked to the media. Personally, I've been at a company where layoffs were all too common in the quote, endless search for profitability, quote. There's always going to be a big round of layoffs, and word got out. And management in my company, they seemingly did the merciful thing, which is just to proceed with the layoffs immediately. It's not pleasant when people know that it's coming, that you have a sword literally hanging over your head, wondering if you are next, if this is it. Sometimes it's best just to do it. Instead, Blizzard decided to hold its cards tight and wait for the actual day, dragging out the emotional pain for those who were let go and those who had to continue on. I can tell you, having been through this numerous times, it sucks. And then the day arrived.
And then they just go and fire 800 people.
Activision kicked off the process of laying off 8% of its workforce.
Jeez. The layoffs have begun at Blizzard and Activision, and it is significantly worse than previously reported.
So instead of guessing wildly, let's go look at their 2018 fourth quarter filing. And first thing that catches my attention is this, the MAU. The definition, of course, as they say, we monitor MAUs as a key measure of the overall size of our user base. MAUs are the numbers of individuals who have accessed a particular game in a given month. We calculate the average of MAUs in a period by adding the total number of MAUs in each month given a period, dividing that by the total months in a period. In addition, who access two of our games would be counted as 2 users. So this is where I think the most significant thing comes from, is the amount of engagement. What products get the most eyeballs? And I think this is where and why the direction changed. So looking here, you can see that what I've highlighted, with starting with the number one console, of course, is Call of Duty. So remember, this is consoles. And then we jump down to Blizzard. Blizzard has 35 million MAUs, and that includes Overwatch and Hearthstone. Now here's the other important thing. These two games saw sequential stability. That doesn't mean growth, so that's bad. World of Warcraft saw declines. So this is exactly why they changed. You have stable products, which means stagnant, and then you have expected declines in older IP. So, the writing was right here. And then this last part, the last bullet, building on an 11-year relationship, Blizzard was going to extend its joint venture with NetEase. These are the people who are making the next Diablo game and why it's going to be mobile only. So, let's go look to the next division, King. King has 268 million MAUs. Let that sink in. 268 million people are playing Candy Crush right now. That's absolutely insane. And of course, that's what they say. Revenues grew and operating income increased 28% year over year. So, if it was your business, where would you be investing your money? Stagnant and stable with declines, or 28% year over year growth? It's no surprise. The writing was literally right in the report. So let's go down to the year-ending numbers. So this is the important thing here I've highlighted. You have Activision, which is console heavy, with net revenue of $2.3 billion on console. You have King on mobile phones, $1.9 billion. And then in third place you have Blizzard. Remember, stagnant and declining, 1.7 billion. So from my point of view, the writing is here right now that Blizzard is still profitable. It's still making money. So instead of waiting for it to fade into obscurity to become completely obsolete, this is why the great pivot started. And it all was right there in front of your face at BlizzCon. Do you not have a phone? And this is why. This is exactly why. And I'm sure that the executives that gave the presentation were also told this. That, you know, they knew the projections and where these numbers were going. And hey, you guys are being beaten out by Candy Crush. The mobile people are killing you. Look at these numbers as far as eyes and engagement. The PC platform, it's not that it's not profitable, it's just not profitable enough. And again, I gotta tell you, 28% return, it's hard not to cash everything out that's just not making anywhere near that much and put it all into mobile. But the problem is, of course, will it translate? Will mobile, be the magical cure-all? Can a Blizzard game hold the same kind of not only attention, but drive for microtransactions, which is ultimately this is all about? Can they drive this from a Diablo game? So I imagine currently the deals with NetEase in China, the answer in the Chinese market most likely has to be yes. So can they go ahead and extend that into Europe and the Americas, where it's always been traditionally a PC game? I think this is kind of like the Star Wars and Star Trek thing, where fans always think about the established fan base. Again, will it translate? Will people use it? And the answer is they don't care. They have no interest in the established fan base. You guys just are not profitable enough. So instead, they're going to try to take this old IP instead of making something new and target it at a new and hopefully larger audience. And if they get to keep any of the established, that's great. But honestly, I just don't think they care or want the old fan base. And this seems to be something that a lot of people are missing out on. But it's a company. Companies are around to make money. And you can see from the figures here and from their statements and their own reporting, PC gaming is not in their interest. So, yay, there's a depressing look at something. I thought I'd make this video as nobody else is actually looking at the numbers, which is kind of disappointing. I know, I guess, clicks for the emotional attachment of, layoffs and do you have a phone, etc., get more attention. But in my mind, why are they doing it? And, like I said, it's kind of funny, but, the answers are right here. So I guess we shall see. But in the meantime, this is my small analysis just off a few things, and take it for what it's worth. And I'll see you on the next video.